Okay, right, here we go. My name's Assertive Team Talk. So we're going to start the Pentagon Challenge today. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Pentagon Challenge is something that people have invented in the Football Manager community to try and make the game a bit more challenging. So the aim is to win the major tournaments on each continent and do it with the same manager. And if you win an international competition like the World Cup or the Euros along the way, fantastic. So, this is the setup I'm playing with here. So you have a look here. I've chosen the leagues in Asia, Australia, China and South Korea. They give you the clubs that have got the best chance of winning. And also got South Africa. It's the only one in Africa, so you have to choose that one. In North America, Mexico and USA. I think they're both pretty decent leagues. And South America, we've got Argentina and Brazil. In Europe, I've picked the big leagues. I'm not sure why this has got a little green star by it. The big leagues. And also Holland, just because I've got a bit of a soft spot for the Dutch league. So, you'll see here, I start unemployed. Okay, let's do this. Start game. Starting game in the English division. Start game. So, here we are. The new manager, Assertive Team Talk. I've picked an arbitrary date. I'm a young manager, younger than most. From England, no favourite team, no qualifications, no experience. Pretty rubbish in general. So let's use him. I mean, I've gone for a stylish look with the shoe-shirt combo. Strange looking face, but you get used to them in Football Manager. The regens always have a huge forehead. This guy's, I don't know, he looks nice. So, let's use that profile. We're going to start unemployed. Boom. Managerial style. I don't think this matters when you've got very little abilities or attributes. I don't really think it matters. Tactical tracksuit will stay in the middle. I like to think of myself as a motivator, so let's maybe change that. I'm assertive. That's my name. Assertive Team Talk. That's what we're going to do. So we'll be a motivator. Okay, confirm. Would you like to start? Start playing. Let's do this. So, when you start off with no reputation, no experience, it's difficult. Because you're only going to get jobs in very, very small leagues. I mean, I'm looking here, I'm thinking Whitbank Spurs is an option. It's unlikely to get anything in League 2 even. The K-League, I think this is the K-League Classic and the K-League Challenge. Mexican First Division, we don't know. So, the best thing to do to begin with is obviously just apply for everything. So, apply all. Yes. Then we've got all these job applications. I don't think I'll get any of them. But we'll see. We'll see. So, the reason that this series is a little bit different from the others you might have watched or been watching on YouTube is that I intend to sort of play... Oh, hello, a Grimsby Town offer. Oh, we've got 4 offers. I did not think we'd get 4 offers. But the reason that this playthrough is a little bit more different from others is that I intend to play a complete playthrough of the game. I maybe cut very long loading times out, but apart from that, you're going to see everything. You're going to see the tactics. You're going to see how I build the tactics. You're going to see full matches. You're going to see team talks. You're going to see transfer windows, regens. If you make any comments, I'm going to interact with you. I'm going to listen to what you want. I'm not going to be making content that you're not enjoying. So, there we go. Right, let's bloody get a job, shall we? So, Grimsby Town. Where are they? What league are they in? The difficulty with starting in Grimsby is that I didn't really want to start in Europe. I kind of wanted to go abroad. And sort of... The great thing about sort of a South African job is I get that continent out of the way because that continent's not the funnest. Right, Whitbank Spurs. I think they're in the first division. Yeah, the national first division, so that's only the second division. Daegu, where are they? K-League Challenge. Now they finished second last season, could be decent. And I'm assuming this is in China, national first division. So it's not the Super League. And they're also halfway through the season. I don't know if I want to do a challenge starting halfway through. They're 4th. So I don't think I'll do that one. Daegu, are they halfway through the season as well? Yeah. Oh, they're top of the league. But that's cheating, isn't it, really? You can't really... No. I hope this one's not halfway through as well. But I think they might be. Okay. So I'm thinking Whitbank Spurs might be the best option. So let's attend this. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, I've simply not been in management long, mate. Give me a break. What's his name? Andrew Malotto. But it's something... Yeah, let's do this. I'm just trying to forge ahead. Can you explain why you've been... I'm merely considering my options. You should keep your nose out of it, mate. Now, normally in these interviews, you kind of need to agree with what they're saying. Because if you don't, you're not going to get the job, are you? You don't go to an interview and disagree with everything. So you do kind of need to agree. So I don't wish to propose any changes. I have no philosophies. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that. 100,000. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Do you have any requests? No. Right. So I don't know whether to do the other ones. Maybe I'll do the Grimsby one just because it's the beginning of the season. John Fenty. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Or... Let's do it. I'm considering my options. I don't wish to make any changes. I like passing style. I can play attacking style. Nope. If given the job, I think I can avoid. I think we can get a mid-table finish. Yeah, happy. Let's do this. What do you think my chances are? So we'll decline these two. I don't want to take over a club halfway through. I feel like that's cheating a bit. Let's see how that goes. So, this is what we got going for us. Have we got any replies? This is just all nonsense. Pierce at Coventry. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got Grimsby or Whitbank. Now, I'm only in it for the money, and they're offering more. Obviously, I'm not in it for the money. What do they want me to do here? Top half? What's the club info? 35,000. I think there'll be about 10 people watching most games. Where's it going to be? Grimsby or Whitbank? I think I'm going to go Whitbank. Finalise that deal. Sorry, Grimsby fans, but it just wasn't to be. So, we're off to South Africa. So there it is. Team Talk takes the Whitbank Spurs hot seat. Look at him. He looks like he needs to be sitting in a slightly taller chair. Who turns 23? He's a young man. He's a young man, and he's virtually unknown. But he will be known one day. Right, let's attend this meeting. Great. It was great to talk to you earlier, Malotto. Andy, I call him. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, they want to see me in action. Thanks, Andrew. Talk to you later. Eugene. Sopo. Yep, fine. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I want to meet the backroom staff. Thanks. I've played the game before, Eugene. We're not going to make any board requests. So, we've got the full backing of the board. We've got one injury. Yeah, accept that. So here we go. They've never won anything. They were founded in 2000. They've got pretty rubbish youth facilities, pretty poor training facilities. This is better than I thought it would be. I mean, it's only saying we've got to improve in the goalkeeper and the depth, even though this is the left back position. We've got a superb midfielder. We've got a superb defender. Two superb defenders. Looks decent. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be. Right, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Chief Scout. Let's have a look at the reports. Who can I have a look at? Who can I get? 3.5 stars. Right, this is the moment of truth. The squad. So you see, I've got it set up so the player's current ability is displayed and also their potential ability. I've also got it so this is their positions that they play, and this is the best position I think recommended by the assistant manager. because you get a lot of players, not so in this team actually, but you get a lot of players who can play several positions, and sometimes I just forget where they can play, like, or what their best position is. So here we go. This is our star boy here, Moyo. How long's he out for? Oh, there we go. Only a few days. Decent. Capped by Zimbabwe, 28 years old. Has he been here long? He's a stalwart. We've also got decent right back, decent defender. So I'm looking here already at what we could do. I think, let's have a look at the reserves before we get anywhere. Potential and position. He's listed for some reason. He's a bit old. I don't really like going for older players. Lucky's Wayne. It's one thing about managing in South Africa is that you get some fantastic names. Okay, so let's have a look at where we need to strengthen here. He's a decent keeper. He's not the best keeper, but a backup keeper would be nice. This kid's only 17, so I'm going to put him straight back in the under-19s. So, we could do with a goalkeeper. Right backs, we got 3 and they're all pretty decent. We could do with a left back. I tend to play 3 at the back, or 4 at the back formations, so it's good to have a few left backs, a few right backs. Because normally in my tactics I tend to have them bombing down the wings, big overlapping runs. So they get a lot of work done. Central defenders, there's this kid who looks decent again. eMalahleni, 25 years old. Nice. We have got an abundance of attacking midfielders here, so I'm already thinking about these tactics. I'm thinking that there's going to be 3 across the attacking midfield here. Because these guys, yeah. So he's a midfielder by trade, centre midfielder. So I'm thinking maybe a 4-2-3-1. We've only got one striker, he's not that decent. So maybe another central defender, another striker, and maybe another central midfielder. So we've got goalkeeper, left back, centre back, striker and a midfielder. Right, so what I like to do first is set up the scouting. How many scouts have I got? I've only got 1 scout. How many scouts am I allowed? 4. Alright. So let's get another scout in first up. Where is it? Here. Add condition. Staff role. Scout in. We want a scout. Mental attributes. Not a lot there. Not a lot to go on. Oh wait. Judging player potential. Okay, this guy looks decent. I don't want them employed. They're not good. So let's offer him a job. He sounds like he might be Swedish. That's what I thought. Patrick Anderson. Let's get him sorted. Yeah, whatever. Good. Simon Clough. I think these 3. Simon Clough, Louis Davis. Try and save some money where we can. Louis Davis, yeah. English, brilliant. It might seem a little bit pedantic saving all this, like trying to just save 25 quid, but it does make a difference in the long run, I think. So that'll be 4 scouts. At the moment we've got no one scouting anywhere. Let's check before I sign anyone. What is the rules for the league? Like, is there a limit on the number of foreign players? Squadrization registration. 5 foreign players. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3. So I can scout anywhere. Okay, right. Friendlies. We got friendlies sorted. It's West Brom. Woo! It's going to be a money spinner. Talking of, and we're already currently spending 16,000. We're spending over the wage budget. Right, okay. So, training needs to be fitness for pre-season. So, fitness, and we want to work on the match tactics. A good way to get your match tactics sorted to begin with is to load these 3 slots with your starting tactics. So, I'm thinking at the moment it's going to be this kind of shape. We'll have him up front. I tend to like my fullbacks attacking, like I said before. Complete wing back, you need to be decent, but it does kind of seem to work anyway. So I have these guys as complete wing backs. How decent are my central defenders here? I mean, this guy looks pretty decent, you know. For the standard we're playing, I mean, it's highlighting the key areas here. Physically, maybe he's not great, but he's got pace. How tall is he? Height. Where am I looking here for the height? Am I being stupid? Probably. Information. I really can't see the height anyway. Attributes. Here we go. 6 foot. So, I wonder if he's a ball-playing midfielder, a ball-playing defender. He can play ball-playing, yeah. So we'll have him as our ball-playing defender. In here, I like a ball-winning midfielder. You need someone to break up the play. Let's get him supporting. And we'll have a box-to-box here. Attacking midfielders, we've got a few. So who's the best one? Well, these two are both pretty decent. He's young, 19 years old. They're both advanced playmakers. This guy, Malombo, attacking midfielder. So we'll keep these as... Well, where's my creation in this team? It would probably come through him. So we'll have an advanced playmaker. These are great, but I think they only work with slightly better players, to be quite honest. I like my attackers to be... My wingers to be attacking even. So we'll have them attacking, wingers attacking. And we'll set this guy to a... What's he going to be? He's going to be supporting. So we don't want a huge gap between these two. False nines do work quite well sometimes, as long as you're getting a lot of players in the box. False nine. And maybe set him to attacking. We'll set him to support first. So let's keep that for now. The mentality. I think as time goes on, it's always nice to have, well, I like it, when you have an attacking formation that you can play at home. You have a sort of neutral formation, which was normally something like a 4-4-2, like it's not attacking, it's not defensive, it's in the middle. And then I like to have a counter, normally with maybe one up front, a 4-5-1 or a 4-4-1-1. And this is what you can play against sort of the bigger teams in the league or in big cup games or something. But I think to start with, it would be nice just to get them familiar with this idea. Instructions. Right. There's a lot we can do here. Let's have a think first. Do I want to do it before I get my players? I don't think so. I think I'll get some scouts and we'll try and find some players. So, carrying on. Here we go. Here's my review. Budget 100,000. Fine. Zwain signs pre-contact. Kumano. Fine. Let's meet the media. Yeah, I love it here. I don't think age is important. I can be one of those. Yeah. I consider myself appropriate. This guy is just trying to... I mean, look at him. Deceitful. He's trying to wind me up. Everyone can do what they want. I'll probably be signing a few players. I'm not going to tell you who, though, because I'm not going to. Player tutoring. We'll set this up once I've got my full squad, I think. And they're saying Lucky Zwain is going to be decent. He's only 16. Could become better. Right. Let's have a think about this, because I like to be attacking. I like attacking football. So it seems a bit aggressive, perhaps, but I'm going to set it to attacking, because I'd rather lose and score a load of goals than not. Let's play sort of tiki-taka football, so either fluid or very fluid. The reason I'm doing this, I thought about it, it's probably better to get them training and learning this straight away. We'll keep it very fluid. Right, team instructions. First of all, I love the look for the overlap, so that's happening. Let's have high tempo. Yeah. We're not gonna time waste. We'll keep the width balanced. We'll use the offside trap. Closing down. In a league like this, where there's probably a lot of players with not a lot of great composure, it's probably better to close them down often and prevent the keeper from from doing stuff with it. We'll get stuck in. Build up. Now, we're going to play it out. We've got a lot of players through the middle. If you look here, you can see we're going to have players through the middle. So if we go straight to the flanks, I don't think it's going to be a great idea. So let's exploit the middle. Pass into space. I don't think it makes too much difference. It'd be nicer passing to the players, but I suppose if we're looking for overlaps, we're going to be wanting to play the ball through to them. The directness, we'll keep it as mixed or maybe slightly shorter. Retain possession. I don't think this possession for possession's sake is like Arsenal football. Probably not worth it. Yeah, do what you want with it, mate. Run at them. We'll give that a go. Okay. So now, oops. So now we can set this. Can I make a copy of that? No, we'll just keep it like that. Okay. I like that for now. I think we're looking good. We're looking decent. So these load times in between might be quite a long experience, because we've obviously got a lot of different leagues loaded. There's leagues playing already, as we saw at the beginning of the episode, like in China, in South Korea. Oh, what are they doing? Now, I thought it said that we could have 4 scouts. Did it not? Scout. Is it because I offered him Chief Scout? I mean, that's my first mistake of the playthrough. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to be able to offer him now, because he'll say previous talks broke down. Good. I'm glad this guy's sorting all this stuff out for me. He's just signing up my youngsters. Match tactics about the village winners. Yeah, get in this team, Louis Davies. So the idea now is just to find some players from the continent of Africa. We're not going to be searching outside Africa. We probably won't be able to. Just to try to bolster out the squad a bit. I mean, there's a lot of English players in here. Guy from Warsaw, Libya. Yeah, we'll do all this. We'll offer this guy. No, he wants too much money. What's this guy like? Goalkeeping coach. 8 with goalkeepers though. Fitness coach. Yeah, we'll get him. Oh, he's playing hardball with me. He's playing hardball. Come on. Do you want a job or not, mate? It's tough times, tough economy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not that fussed about these continental licenses. Reed's coming in as well. So when we've got all these scouts, we'll set up a few assignments. I think we'll have one in South Africa. We'll have one in North Africa, because there's a lot of decent players in the north of Africa. Egypt, Morocco, that kind of place. Nigeria and Ivory Coast, the 2 great nations to scout in Africa. So we'll probably have a couple in there as well. So here we go. Oh, this guy. What's this guy? Oh, he plays for Birmingham. I wonder if he would even ever want to join me. Yep, accept. Right. We'll continue here, and then we'll set up the scouting, and then probably call it a day, I reckon. So, I think he's signed. Yes, he has. Let's give me a recommendation. He's got some decent recommendations. Look at this guy. Billy Simpson. English, where was he before? Mansfield, probably not a great quality. Ben Drennan, he rings a bell. I know I've had him before. It's a neat trick. You can just offer them trials. and it saves you. For example, here I can't scout him because he's in Europe, but I can offer him a trial and it doesn't cost me anything. And just in the few friendlies we play, I'll probably be able to assess him quite well. We've got a few changes we can make here to contracts. These guys aren't justifying their wage. Toe on the way to that place. I'd rather not lose him. He's been there for a long time. What league are they in? They're in the same league, so probably don't need to sell him. So let's set up these scouting assignments. So what have we got on at the moment? Next opposition, fine. So we're going to create a new assignment. We want it from a nation first, and we'll go for... we can't go any further north in Africa, which is a bit of a bummer, but there we go. So we'll go report from a nation. We'll have South Africa, inform chief, and we'll put Louis on that one. Off you go, Louis. See you later. Now, yeah, we could have the under 19s as a report, and we'll put Luke on that one. Probably him actually, because he's going to be scouting slightly younger players. It makes a slight difference, I think. And last one. None of these have got great reputation in the world game of football. Zimbabwe maybe, but I think it might be just better to just go Southern Africa. And that can be Lukey Reed. Start assignment. There's one other thing. I like having one of the new staff members they've added this year is the data analyst. And I actually find them very useful because they give you a lot of pre-match information about the other team, and it is quite useful having them. I mean, this kid looks great as well, Godfrey. It is useful to have them, I think. So we'll sign one. Will we sign one? Let's offer him a bonus if we can get him. If we win it, I'll give you all the money in the world. I don't think he's going to come. Okay, let's just get this guy instead. Nope. This guy. Oh, come on. This wage filter never works, so... Oh, it's not there anymore. Where is it? Contract wage is at most 250. So it doesn't change anything. 131, 131. Let's try this guy. Oh, there we go. He's going to come. Fine. You're good. Good lad. Well done. So, that's the first episode complete. We're in Whitbank. We're in the first division. We're bottom of the league, alphabetically. We've sorted out a tactic. We'll see how it goes in the friendlies. We can always build another couple of tactics. If you've got any comments, if you're looking forward to the series, let me know. Drop a like, give a comment. I'll respond. So, that's it. First episode done. Cheers.